When you're a small business owner, you sleep like a baby. You get up every 3 hours and you cry uncontrollably. Running your own business and running for office, getting involved in politics, they're suspiciously similar. It's the long hours, the dedication, the discipline, and the unpredictability about it all. It attracts a person who's definitely addicted to a challenge. When I look over the last 10, 15 years, I think about my business and the changes I went through regarding that. I mean, I had the #1 dress in units sold at Kleinfeld Bridal in New York City, had a manufacturing source, a couple retail stores in Canada here. And then it got taken away from me. In fact, my name got taken away from me as well. I guess you could say that I'm the kind of person who likes a challenge.
I've known Justina for well over 8 years. Always been fascinated by the way she was able to take a single wedding boutique in Ottawa and create it into an international design success of wedding and evening gowns that are renowned throughout the world. The fashion business is thought of as this glamorous supermodels running around and the designers standing there and drawing sketches and touching beautiful fabric. And it's so much more than that. And that's what I love about what Justina brings. She has this incredible passion for the beauty and the design, but understands the importance that it has to be something that can be commercially viable.
I didn't study design, I studied manufacturing. And when you study manufacturing, it's more, what do you do when you have 25 seamstresses in front of you, and how does the operation work? How does the industry work? It's more of a business course. The whole course was dedicated into telling you how awful this industry is and how difficult it is and how it starts from zero many times a year. You have to find a product, you have to make sure it fits, you have to make sure you do all the sourcing for it, you have to get it out to the stores, you have to make sure that the stores pay you. I mean, it's a big process, and it overlaps. These cycles overlap each other. It's a very complicated industry. When I started making these, I thought, well, this is actually a collection of dresses, and now what shall I do? And so we started to sell them to the stores. We started in Montreal and then Toronto, and we went to market, New York Fashion Week market. 20 stores bought my dresses, and they bought minimums, and that was really important and a really great thing, and it hadn't been done. It was a wonderful time.
The thing about Justina that I find so unique in our industry is what I like to call the left brain, right brain conundrum. The left brain being the creative, to be able to envision the beautiful dresses or beautiful designs, but without the ability to know how to execute strategically and really make the thing a success. And in knowing Justina for the time that I have, she's one of those rare designers that can come from both sides.
Good evening from the Ottawa Civic Centre. Brian Mulrooney has won the leadership of the Progressive Conservative Party of Canada.
Joe Clark, 1,325.
So I also had another passion. I was the youngest delegate to vote for Brian Mulrooney at his leadership convention. I knew then that Trudeau Sr. was doing some irreversible damage to the country. And now Trudeau Jr. is doing the same kind of damage to the country.
Justin Trudeau now becomes the first Prime Minister to break Canada's federal ethics laws, followed the Ethics Commissioner's damning findings that Trudeau violated the ethics code, which has been in place for a decade.
At least Pierre Elliott Trudeau never attacked small businesses.
You have to know that a large percentage of small businesses are actually just ways for wealthier Canadians to save on their taxes.
I've paid payroll out of my own personal bank account. And to be called a tax cheat is something that makes me very, very angry. This is one of the reasons why I decided to get involved as a candidate and run for office, because enough is enough. I had a very successful business, and it was just getting larger and larger. I would be traveling internationally while my ex-husband was doing the day-to-day activities back in Ottawa. One day when I came back from one of my international trips, I went to the factory and everything was gone. My husband served me with divorce papers and moved everything from the factory out to a different place. This was it. I had my name right up there, Justina McCaffrey, Haute Couture, my wedding dress store. I couldn't even restart my business under the same name because he had taken my name as well. Everything was lost. The bankruptcy sale was a really strange thing. I had the opportunity to buy back my own designs, 25 years of work, and I bought back my own name. How bizarre is that?
Despite having her challenges, Justina has done an amazing job of continuing her focus, her positivity, and making a difference, whether it's designing beautiful gowns, whether it's her belief in her country. And I love the fact that that passion has never wavered.
You can sometimes take for granted the importance of your own name. You never know how important it is until someone tries to take it away.
Having worked with various designers throughout the world over the last 25 plus years, those designers don't have the strategic knowledge and the understanding of how to execute. Justina combines those two things, and that's what I find so fascinating about her, as you see it very rarely in our industry.
After everything I've been through, I'm looking forward to the next challenge and the next election.